with your gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Bulls fans, it's almost rally towel day. You can get your own Bulls mascot rally towel and be part of the...
Well, it is a special night for this young man, the home debut of MP. You know he's ready to show this fan base what he can do. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duran at the center spot. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places.
Now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Tonight marks MP's NBA debut, and it's been a short but windy road for him. His basketball journey started in rural Vermont and then headed west for a stint in the WCBL High School Club League. From there, he played professionally in Europe before working his way to the bench of his NBA roster. He told me he still has a lot to prove to the world, and guys, the next stage of this journey begins tonight. Back to you.
Beginning tonight for sure. Quite a story. Hey, thanks for the report. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Vucevic is screen on Ivy. And Vucevic throws it down.
So smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
And it's Detroit's ball. Trailing by 2. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There's great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. MP kicks to White. Lets it fly. Up again. Here's Vucevic. And at last, they get one to fall. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night. On the wing, Harris. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. A fader. Rebound by the Bulls. And they're starting off the season against this Detroit team.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
To stop the drought. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so, MV will bring it up for the Bulls. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of rural Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen.
On the wing, Giddey. Here's Buzelis, and again, no good by Chicago.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Pass to Ivy. Duran with the screen on White. Ivy, no one around him. Back to LeVert. Fires for three, and the three ball is good.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
MP against Thompson. Back to Scott. 6 on the shot clock. Vucevic's screen on Thompson. Scott can't get it to go.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pass to Harris. Over Buzelis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Bulls leading by a point. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Marcus Sasser is out there with LeVert. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Robinson, and it's Holland in at the 4. Williams sets a screen for MP. A shot by Williams, no good.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Back to LeVert. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by MP. Williams passes to Scott. Can't connect from short range. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Stewart with the screen on Scott. Robinson against Scott. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Make some noise for your incredible.
So for the Bulls, Buzelis is checked in for Williams. Dosunmu comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Kobe White in for Trey Jones. And then for Detroit, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Ivy comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. Down low, here's Buzelis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Buzelis has got his second basket of the night. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Kate Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, the Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Collins. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Scott. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Tobias Harris comes in for Robinson. Making a switch here. Scott's checked in. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
That's good from Duren. Jalen Duren is certainly a force, Tim, in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Giddey the pass to Scott. Pass to Vucevic. Here's White. No good from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Thompson. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
.36 seconds left now here in the second. Vucevic setting the pick for MP. And it's Vucevic missing. Pistons leading by 7. Takes a step back. It's stolen by Vucevic. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Detroit ball.
Now Cunningham. Here's the 3. You can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
You look at the Pistons, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Detroit Pistons.
Their defense is...
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here. Collins checked in for the Bulls. MP comes in for White, and Detroit with a change here too. LeVert's checked in for Cade Cunningham.
Let's hear it for you.
Here's MP. They've got Dosunmu. Buzelis out there with Zach Collins. Then it's MP. And it's Giddy in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Pistons leading by 9. Pass to LeVert. Shoots over Scott. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. LeVert grabs the miss. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Duran with a screen on Giddy. LeVert the pass to Harris. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Harris inside the line. Chicago grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Giddy. Back to MP. And here's Collins. Defended by Duran. Giddy, no good. Pistons leading by 7. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's LeVert. And it's MP with the rebound.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
To the middle, here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Asar Thompson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
And that one falls to Collins. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Collins nails both of them.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Cunningham for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Isaiah Stewart out there with Reed. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. Back to LeVert. It's rebounded by Herter.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Scott. And it's Chicago scoring again.
You know, MP starting to look good there from the mid-range.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Cunningham kicks to LeVert. Pass to Reed. Here's Cunningham. And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Inside, MP gets it.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the clock for your Chicago.
So for the Bulls, Luz Ellis is checked in for Williams. Dosumu comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for MP. And a different look here for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
A disappointing loss for you and your team tonight, MP. What's your evaluation of your performance? You had some good moments, but not enough, ultimately.
Yo, these kind of games are worse than a straight-up blowout because with those, at least you just forget about it, call it a bad night, and you move on. But tonight, we had chances. We just didn't follow through on them, especially me. This one's going to bug me until I get out there next game and win.
We'll be there watching, MP.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors for us.
Yeah, okay, drop some knowledge on me, Austin.
Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone.
Hey, every team needs a LeBron. Now, I put together a document that lists all the brands who've shown preliminary interest and what it would take to land an endorsement with them. So, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great. Austin, I gotta let you know, I always appreciate the hard work you put in for me.
Of course. Now, you might have noticed that merchandising is the most lucrative category on that document.
Yeah, I have, Austin Kelly.
Okay, so if you want to make more money, it might behoove you to hit those benchmarks.
Consider me behooved.